Hey, what's going on, folks? Thank you for tuning in today, episode number 59 on Roadie Free Radio. Sorry I missed you last week. The gear was tied up. I couldn't film, but the episode did come out. That would be episode 58. If you get a chance, circle back to our page, roadiefreeradio.com, and tune in to episode 58. My guest was Alan Venetosh from Telefunken Electroacoustic Microphones. Great interview, great time, and great products coming out of those guys. So the deal is here. If you haven't tuned in since we've had a week off, I'll give you a little refresher. I record myself doing the intros for the podcast, and today's guest is Chris Adamson. I'm recording on a Canon 5D Mark III and into my laptop using the EOS utility. For that, I've got Adobe Audition running for my audio DAW, digital audio workstation, and this wonderful vintage Shure microphone right here, and I got another computer up here using a Word document so I can see my show notes and all that good stuff. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you want to leave me a comment, I'd love to hear from you, and subscribe to the channel if you would do so, please, and you'll get notified when more cool videos are coming out. These come out every week, as I can keep them coming, and I will be doing more video content on this channel as soon as I get a free moment. I think as I get into September, things are going to open up, and I can actually start producing some other content on here. So keep a lookout for that. Hit that subscribe button, and you will find out. We keep getting new subscribers and listeners every week. It's very exciting. The show is growing, so thank you very much for tuning in. So here we go. This is all I do. I just do the intro, and then you guys can hit the full episode link in the description below, and that will take you directly to the SoundCloud, our SoundCloud account, and you can go ahead and listen to the full episode there. And then I've got a bunch of stuff on the roadiefreeradio.com website about the episode. You can go and check out this particular episode there and read some more about today's guest, Chris Adamson. So here we go.
What's happening, roadies? This is Robert Scoville.
This is Greg Looper.
What's happening, roadies? This is podcast Roadie Free Radio, and this is Chris Adamson.
What's up, roadies? My name is Larry Milburn, and this is Roadie Free Radio, your VIP pass to meet and greet the stars behind the scenes of the music and film business. What's going on, roadies? Welcome to episode number 59. This is your host, Larry Milburn, coming at you from a barn in Northwest Connecticut. How is everybody doing? Have you recovered from the weekend? A lot of crazy shit went down over the weekend, and I hope you're all right. If any of you listening were in the South this weekend, I hope you're okay. I hope you're safe and sound, and just put the love out there, man. Just put the love out there. If you're gonna hurt someone, hurt them with some music. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, rough stuff, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. All right, we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep it flowing. Glenn Campbell. We lost Glenn Campbell this past week. The icons are dropping, guys. The icons are dropping, and it is a bummer. Just to let you guys know that are listening right now, last week, as I mentioned, I did not have my camera gear with me, so I could not film the intro, but this week we're back in the saddle. We are filming for YouTube. If you want to see what it looks like behind the scenes when I do these podcasts, you can tune into the YouTube channel and check it out. You can see me sitting at my desk. It's a really fantastic thing. You should really jump on that right now. If you've got nothing else to do, just go to YouTube right now, Roadie Free Radio, check it out, and here I am coming at you. I don't have too much else to tell you. I just want to throw out again that if you have questions for guests post-interview, hit me up at info@roadiefreeradio.com, and I will pass those questions along, and we'll get them answered for you. Because sometimes, I'm in the moment, man, and I'm just going for it. So I don't get to ask everything, and you might have a different perspective on something, want to know something specific or in particular that you want a little deeper understanding about, and I'm happy to get an answer for you. So hit me up, info@roadiefreeradio.com. Also going to give you a heads up about a couple of upcoming interviews. We've got next week, episode number 60. Whoa, 60, man. Crazy. Episode number 60 is coming up. Michael Musburger, former drummer for the Posies. We had a nice Skype chat. That will be next Monday. And he is also a stage manager, a production manager, a tour manager, a drum tech. The guy has been around the world several times, and good Seattle boy. We had a nice chat about the grunge explosion and all that good stuff. Hanging with Nirvana in their dressing room, cool things like that. So tune in next week. I will be in the city this week. This Friday, I'm going to hook up, heading back to Tedeschi Trucks Land, and I'm going to sit down with Brian Spicer, front of house for Tedeschi Trucks. We're going to grab an interview. I've got Catherine Turman, the journalist and one of the authors behind Louder Than Hell, the oral biography of heavy metal. We're going to break it down. So I got those two, and so who else we got? We got Musburger, we got Turman, we got Spicer, and then I got a few others on deck. I got Barbara Copeland, Ian Copeland's daughter, is going to talk to us about her dad, Ian, and his contributions to the touring industry. Bobby Carroll, stage manager for Tedeschi Trucks. I'm going to try to get him on the show. So we got a lot of cool folks making their way to Roadie Free Radio. Thank you for all of your support the last few weeks. As you know, we have busted through the 12,000 listen mark, and we are very quickly approaching 13,000 listens. Probably by the end of this week, if not in the next couple of days. We're going to crash through that one, and it is because of you, and I do not forget that. So thank you very, very much. All right, so as of now, and I grouped everybody together at the beginning of this episode. You heard Robert Scoville, you heard Greg Looper, and you heard today's guest, Chris Adamson, production manager for Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, another longtime member of the Heartbreakers team. As of now, this will end our little visit into the Tom Petty world. But I might have a couple of tricks up my sleeve. I got a couple of young bucks on that crew that I'm going to try to track down and see if I can't get their perspective as well. But so Chris Adamson and I sat down at Forrest Hills, same day I did Greg Looper. So this is now, we're a few weeks out from that event. So we're going to be referencing some dates that aren't going to kind of line up with right now. But that's okay. You guys can handle it. We sat down at in the dressing rooms, chilling in the Heartbreakers dressing rooms to do this interview. And what a sweet and lovely guy. I am totally floored. We started the interview talking about his age, because right before we started, he told me he was 68 years old. And I get it. What am I going to do? I'm going to keep cranking away until I drop dead doing this stuff. And if this is what you love to do, stay out there and do it. And he is just a very sweet guy, and he does not look 68. And yeah, he's had an incredible life, an incredible run. Just to throw a couple of the bands at you, because he just kind of, nonchalantly glosses over them. Fleetwood Mac, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Pink Floyd, the Byrds, Dead and Company, Steely Dan, obviously Tom Petty's been with 20 years, and John Mayer. Pink Floyd, though, I think the biggest run for him, and certainly a defining time in his life. So, Chris, I'm going to thank you in advance for this. This was a really, really great time. And again, every time I get to do these things and I get to go out and meet some folks on the road, everybody's so hospitable and nice and welcoming. And, Chris was certainly nothing short of a gentleman. And I want to thank you for having me there that day. It was really eye-opening, watching you and your calmness in overseeing all of these people. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Please stay tuned, and a lot of cool stuff coming up in the next few weeks. I can't wait to share with you. So without delaying any further, I want to wish you all a great week. Please be safe out there, and keep your heads up, keep the love in your heart, and let's relax and enjoy this little interview with Mr. Chris Adamson. All right, so there you go. That's what we do. Hit save. Always hit save when you're done doing your interviews, man. Anyway, so that's it. So if you want to hear the full episode, please hit the description. In the description below, there's a link that will take you right to the SoundCloud file, and you can hear the full episode, full interview there with Chris. And I hope you enjoy it. If you do, and you want to watch more of these videos, hit that subscribe button. Some more stuff will be coming up, I promise, but these come out every week when I do the show. All right? So go forth. Have fun. Create something. A piece of music. Something. Hit me up. Share it with me, man. info@roadiefreeradio.com. I want to hear from you. No roadies. No rock and roll.